Ready.
Am I live?
You are.
Oh, hey. How is everybody? We are, we're just having a little dance party before you got here. I feel like dancing is underrated in your own home. You should do more of it, and you should make up all the dance moves you have. Anyways, hey, welcome to the show. It's me, Doug. It's Side Dish, and we're going to do a casserole tonight. I'm trying to do things that are sort of season appropriate, so things that would be ready like now. Brassicas, as we talked about a little bit with the cabbage last week, is ready now, or they will be starting to get ready into the winter. And these are brassicas in the family. This is cauliflower, but they're all bred for different things. I think we talked about that, right? Anyways, we have to rice cauliflower. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's a fairly simple recipe. So, and it has to bake for 25 minutes. We're going to talk about another fall hobby that we kind of do around here, which is canning and taking all the things that you have from your garden. And so we're going to go over some of the equipment that you might use for that while this is cooking. We're going to make this cocktail. I don't know if there's one. I didn't look it up, but if there is, just don't tell me. But it's a, what's it called?
Buckeye.
Yeah, that's it. We're going to make a drink based on the candy, the Buckeye, which is chocolate and peanut butter and powdered sugar, and like, it's delicious. So it is very calorie dense, but it's very good. First thing you want to do, two things. Get a pot of water boiling with your favorite steaming basket, because we got to steam the broccoli once we rice it. We'll go over that.
You mean the cauliflower?
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, cauliflower. Then start an oven at 325. Okay. So we don't have to be too gentle here. I do want to keep this because the worms will enjoy it. But I'm just going to take these leaves off. So the brassica of the cauliflower is bred for its flower. And if you were to let this go, it would flower and have, like, I think, yellow flowers. So I hope everybody is well this week.
Did you grow any of this yourself?
I did not grow any of this, but I have starts that I'm going to be placing out, because we have sort of mild up until maybe December or January. And if I get them in the ground now, they'll be cold tolerant. And so we'll be able to use them all the way through into, and pick them up in December. So again, find out what you can grow in your area all the way in. And then I'm just gonna take this stemmy thing off here. So I got a better look at what we got here.
Excuse me.
I'm just gonna quarter this, or I'm actually gonna see what I have to do here, because I'm gonna you can do this on a box grater. This needs to turn off. It's very hot and it's smoking the grapeseed oil. But you can totally do this on a box grater. I just think it's inconvenient, especially if you're going to eat this a lot. How is it going, Ping? I saw the updates, and holy moly, that server has just been going crazy with donations. That's amazing. So it's where, think about the tools you need to use for this. And if you're going to be using this a lot, this is a good, when we did Whole30, the diet Whole30, which is insane, it will make you question your sanity about one day into it. But a lot of riced cauliflower instead of like potatoes or anything like that. So, just think about that and what you're going to do. And I'm going to just take some of this like leafy bit out of here, get it all the way down to sort of just the actual cauliflower part. So you want to take your time and make sure you do this. And I mean, just like, look and see what you got here, right? This is stealth. Amy's on fall break. That's exciting, right, honey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a new person starting at work on Monday, which is going to help me out significantly. So I'm super excited about that. And
we did the first step in making the concrete form for the pizza oven.
That is a big step. It was like kind of nagging me to do, and not that I have any kind of schedule except for my own, but I just couldn't do it. The weather would get hot or it would get rainy or whatever. I'm sort of just breaking this up into pieces that'll be able to go in here. So this is the dumbest one that we have here though, because you have to put this in. You only have to go down so far, but if this big piece isn't in, it doesn't go. So whatever. Okay. So I'm just going to turn this on. We're still all online. That's good. See what I'm talking about? Oh.
I think it's so it doesnn't throw food all over the place.
I thought I showed this on.
Yeah.
That's none of my business. So again, you can see how this could be
Just load it up. Yeah.
cumbersome. Well, I have to get it to a certain level or it won't go, so you can't do that too much. You have to do it in batches.
That's stupid.
Right? And then we have to steam it. So that's why you got your steamer nonstick going. Last one. And I'm going to throw all these bits into there. So I would think that you can buy this pre-riced, but don't do it. It's way expensive to do. Remember we were buying it pre-riced and then realized we could just do it this way, and it was like,
Yeah.
you can get one of these for like $1, and we were buying bags that were, half of whatever, and it was like it was crazy. Just don't do it. Anyways, you got
Just do a whole bunch and freeze it yourself.
that will work as well. So the one thing I am kind of concerned about is that, and I'm going to actually remedy it. Hold on, don't look over here.
Hold on, don't look over here. Why? What are you doing?
Because you can't see the lights. So I'm just going to throw this in here. It will still steam. Hopefully it doesn't catch on fire. But I'm going to, that way all the little bits don't fall through.
That was my concern as well.
Well. And the other thing that's going to give us is we can use this cloth to wring out all the water that comes out of it when it cooks. Because we need to do that. You want this to be, you don't want it to be super watery inside of your mix when you mix it all up. You're going to make a whole bunch of good stuff.
Now, could you cook it first and then rice it?
I don't know about that order of operation, Denise, to be honest with you, because, boy, your kitchen. Yes. We call the island beefy that we have the continent because it's so big. So, and you can't reach across it. That's how big it is.
I can't even reach the sink from the other opposite side.
Now, this might be a bad idea. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to try it. I just don't want to lose any of these bits of water. So I think it's steaming just fine, right?
I mean, steam's coming up through it.
Sure, we did it.
That's steaming.
Okay, I'm going to cut this up, which is just an onion. And then I'm going to have this back on. And we're going to, we're just going to do a dice on this. Right? Chopped, not even a dice. Fantastic, even better. Well, it's okay. We had to have all kinds of people.
We love all kinds.
That's right. If there weren't short people, then I wouldn't be able to grab things off high shelves for people.
At the grocery store all the time.
Which is a common occurrence. Like the other day, somebody's like, this is going to be a weird question. I was like, do you need me to get something off the top shelf? And she was like, yeah, how do you know? I said, because this happens a lot. And it was actually getting cream out of the case that was in the very, very back.
Oh, I hate that. Because you don't want to climb on things,
Which
but
I had to a little bit to get up.
they just make it so you have to.
So
Do the worms eat onions?
no, but I'll
You're
I'll
gonna separate it?
out,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm not gonna do, like I said, a very heavy like dice on this.
Last night, the weather was so beautiful. We slept with the window open.
It was pretty nice.
Happy about that.
The weather was warm today. We went estate sailing, found some really cool, awesome stuff. Vintage snowsuits, which they were unbelievably cool looking. And we found some stuff at this other one too, but it was some tools, some other stuff like that. Let's see. Carmen's at work. She should be on her way home anytime. Life going into fall. It is, speaking of fall, it is spooky month, aka October. So happy that. And we are got to prepare for Halloween because we're going to be potentially gone for that weekend and then coming back on Sunday.
And Halloween's on Monday.
Yeah.
So we make
Chili
and have all our friends that have kids and don't have kids over
Yeah.
to trick or treat and have chili.
And I oh my God, it's very far. And I like to sit at the door and comment on every costume of every kid who comes, even if they're big kids, because,
And give handfuls of candy.
Listen.
This economy cannot afford your handfuls of candy.
Well, it is because you know why? Because I'm going to force the people who are coming over to bring their bags of candy. So, how much butter I need?
2 tablespoons.
Okay. So, Amy found this recipe. We were looking at a few different types of recipes. I've been looking at more international recipes.
I think he would do it, DP, if he could get away with it.
What?
That you would just ladle chili into
If I
bags
if I could get away with it, I would do that. So I'm gonna give this a quick move about here to distribute the heat even from the top to the bottom. Because I'm only gonna go about another couple of minutes. Mostly I'm just taking the crunch and I'm just steaming this to get it, cooked. So 4
What's happening?
4 minutes is not a ton for steaming this up. So, make sure you're watching it and keeping that. The thing you're going to also want to have is we're using diced green chilies, which is going in here. This is 4 ounces. Oh, speaking of chilies, look at this habanero I grew. Doesn't that look like it's going to just burn your mouth up?
Take a bite.
Here's are you insane? And here's a serrano. I'm gonna try and make hot sauce this year. So we'll see how that is. I'm gonna add.
So you're gonna mace yourself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try not to mace myself.
I'll be at your house, Denise.
What, you don't trust?
We maced ourselves once with something.
Jalapenos, when we were making jalapeno jelly.
Ugh,
It was bad news bears.
With packaged chilies.
it's bad news bears.
But I'll show you, in a second, I'll show you how much we got jalapenos we picked so far, if I haven't shown. Did I show last week?
Talk about the garlic.
4,800?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome. We are super excited about that. I haven't had a chance to get on, but soon. So we're working on, I'm working on redesigning, well, not redesigning, but yeah, I guess a little bit, redesigning the backyard to make it more green. There's so much DG back there that I hate DG. It's small, it gets in everything. These sandals that I'm wearing, it gets in the holes in the bottom of them. And when I walk in, I'm like walking on Rice Krispies.
And the dogs drag it in.
Everywhere.
It's like kitty litter in your house. It's awful.
So I think instead of grass in the back, I'm going to plant clover.
Yeah, the bees like that.
They do. And it's better water consumption. So it's all about, I'm very into regenerative gardening and farming right now. I just find it fascinating how much industrial farming has like killed the land in so many areas around the world, and that there's huge movements to do regenerative farming so that you can work the land, but also put things back, nutrients back into it. So you do more of a permaculture type of farming. So you've got all kinds of different trees and land, ground covers, and
He says, ooh, and you don't have to mow. And it's so nice and squishy and comfy under your feet. And it smells nice. And you don't have to mow.
it is, I got to tell you, that is also a number one thing. Because it gets,
But is it hard to pick up the dog poop out of it? Probably.
It is, but it is. I mean, that's the world we live in. So I'm doing, that was celery, 3/4 cup each, or like a small, medium onion and 2 stalks is what I did there. It's going to smell, it's going to start to smell like here really soon? Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because of the 2 things. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to look at this really quickly. Again, pay attention. You got a lot going on here. Well, it's definitely wet. So I guess the steaming's working.
Taste some.
Hold on.
What's the tooth like?
I want to stir it up a little bit. It smells it's very earthy.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Smells like cauliflower.
Yeah. About 1 minute. I'll give it 1 more minute. But it's good. And then we're going to take it out, we're going to squeeze it, get as much water out of it as possible.
Let it cool a little bit before you do.
Well, I mean, where's the fun in that? They want to watch me go like this. So then you want the rice cauliflower to be fairly dry. So I'm melting the butter, doing that, adding celery and onions, cooking 5 to 7 minutes. I'm turning down the heat, and then I'm going to add cream.
Wait, are you going to add garlic, or are you going to do the
Oh,
powdered
yeah. I
garlic?
forgot about that. Thank you. It's not on the recipe. So I'm just going to do a little bit of chopped garlic. You could do more, but I'm just.
The recipe calls for granulated, but since we have fresh and you're already doing the onions and celery, why wouldn't you just do fresh garlic?
It's 100%. Oh, speaking of, so I was talking when we were working on the pizza oven in the back this morning. I mean, I was like, I'm going to plant some grapevines because I think that'll look nice and it'll spread and look really green. The problem,
and we live on wine cellar, so
that's true. The problem that I have with our backyard is just when you look out at it, it just seems bleh. And I don't like that. I want it to seem alive and vibrant. And so that's what we're going to do. And I'm putting hanging planters on the back thing. I'm going to get those up, and that way they look nice too.
what back thing?
The patio cover.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just want to have a better backyard. We didn't spend very much time at all in it this
Well,
year.
it was so bloody hot.
Well, that's also true.
We'll spend more time in the fall.
And when we have the pizza oven up, that'll bring us outside at night and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So just gonna add this garlic straight in. Again, this is one of those things that is not hard. This can be done in an hour while you're preparing something else for your dinner, and call it good. We're gonna have salmon tonight. Oh my god, that smells good. So this will be a nice, go with that salmon. And all right, I'm gonna let that cook. Turn this off. And I'll just move this. See that? That's a lot. So for the drink, a few things.
Don't put those on the pears.
They'll be fine.
It's gonna make the pears all hot.
Pear.
This is from our pear tree. We don't have any partridges in it, let me tell you that much. So, we do have one pesky rabbit. I feel like Elmer Fudd every time I go out there.
Rascally rabbit.
So I got some garlic coming, different kinds. I got soft neck and hard neck. I learned about the difference between. and the flavor profiles. And I'm looking forward to growing garlic in the garden.
What soft neck and hard neck?
There's 2 different types of garlic.
Oh, I
Hard
did
neck
not
and
know
soft
that.
neck. Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna make with the pears thing. I'm gonna make pear and cardamom jam. So I'm trying to not let things that grow in my backyard go to waste. So we're working real hard on that. So okay, that's it. We're gonna now I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Okay. And I'm not adding anything extra to this. So it's just going in as the cream, and it's going to cook, and then it's going to reduce down and get nice and creamy.
You did some canning already. Something
Oh, yeah.
yellow.
Yeah, those were, so I thought they were supposed to be red Roma tomatoes. Turns out they were orange Roma or yellow orange Roma tomatoes. I'll show you once this gets going here.
But you grew them and you canned them so they didn't go to waste.
Yeah, and I took a bunch off, so. See,
Ta-da!
it just took, about an hour maybe to get them cooked and stewed and all that kind of stuff, so. Yeah, so, I'll show you this book I got, hold on. So I like the ball canning book. That's one that I use a lot. But I also got this, Not Just Jam by Matthew Evans. And it's all kinds of ways to, like, here's cinnamon spice nectarines with white wine. I don't know, whatever medlar jelly is. But you got all kinds of fun stuff.
Medlar, isn't that dates?
Sure. Brown sugar
Oh,
marmalade.
maybe not.
I don't, so you've got all kinds of fun stuff. Like here's the pear and cardamom jam. Maybe we can do a canning one of that because that would look really good. Make sure you keep stirring this a little bit too. This is going to, when it starts to reduce.
You're supposed to reduce that cream by half, yeah?
Yeah. That's what I'm watching. I just don't want it to get too.
Jack, get out of the
Get out of the
kitchen, you bad dog.
Okay, so while it's still hot, but I got a little singe on it.
I have to ask Sam to bring you some more of those.
This is going to be interesting, folks. Nothing like boiling hot steam to cause your day to get.
Why don't you just leave it in the colander and press it down with something?
Oh, that's fine. I can do it. I got this thing here. I'm just. Oh. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah,
Okay. Does it look cool?
no.
Totally.
Okay, so here's the
Paper towel.
it's not going to get as dry as you think. Do you get what kind of things do you have growing still in your gardens? And do you have a go-to fall like canning regime that you do, or that's not it? Regiment. There we go. Regime. Can regime. Anyways,
Basil is all that's left for me, and that's by accident.
I have tons of basil too. I need to pull it out and make pesto.
You have a bunch of mint too.
Yeah. That sort of went,
That's by accident.
yeah. Well, not only that, it just was. It grows over by our fountain. It was planted there on purpose, and so it just, it went crazy, which is good because
Who
bees.
planted it there on purpose?
It was there when we moved in.
No, it was all cattails over there. Now there's no cattails.
There's mint and there's chives growing over there,
Oh.
and there's Okay, so this is pretty good. It's sticking together, but it's not like soppy wet. Okay, so
I think you should get a bit more out. No?
no.
Okay.
So this I would say I've reduced by about half. Don't you think? It's thickened for sure. What do you think?
Sure.
Today's like, sure. Okay, I'm just gonna let it kind of on minimum, and then we'll get our bowl. So here's your big bowl. Yep, that's the way everything rolls. What kind of casserole you need? Oh, you need like a 8x8 casserole.
I got you a blue dish right there. All your pickles.
Ooh, I made spicy pickles earlier this year.
How are they?
They're very hot, but they're very good. They're dill pickles, but they're not, I'm trying to go for the Vlasic, like dill pickle. I love that with the crunch. It's so good. Okay, so I need only half of these cheeses. So there's a cup of each of the cheeses, Monterey Jack and cheddar. So I told Amy to remind me, only put half in. So, because the rest is going to go on top. Okay.
Oh, what's the main ingredient in the homemade barbecue sauce? We
Dates.
make one that has dates.
Dates.
Stevie is making one too, though. I'm asking her, not you.
Okay, not bad. Ignore me. You guys keep going. Am I draining these?
Yes.
Right. Yes, I am.
The implication to this recipe is that this could come out soggy
Yes.
if you don't drain everything really well.
And nobody wants soggy anything. So I'm going to turn this off because that's good now. So you can butter your dish. And then, or you can spray it. Either way. I've got sour cream. How much do we have here? It's 1 cup? Half a cup?
Half cup.
Full fat. Don't use low fat.
Needs more sugar.
What's that?
Grape jelly, ketchup, white vinegar, water, powdered ginger. Ooh, and curry powder. Ooh,
That sounds delicious.
I like that.
Low fat usually just means more sugar.
Oh, there you go.
Mm,
So that's how they get you.
I'll get you.
They hide that sugar and everything. The nice part about the dates one is that it's not processed sugar, it's sugar from fruit. And so it's, I guess, better for you. You see me almost pick it up again?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. At least there's not a ton of stuff in here that I have to worry about, like breaking my arm down. I don't want any of this goodness to go to waste. I was watching something, and I swear they just like poured it in there, for show, and left like, I swear it seemed like half of it. I was like, what is happening right now?
Why are you so wasteful?
Yeah, don't do that. Okay. Salt and pepper. It is
Oh, yes.
1.5 teaspoons. So.
Thank you, Deefy. I'm going to take a picture of the recipe.
And then there's pepper, but also you could use, and I have granulated garlic here. So if you wanted more garlic flavor, you could put it in. It's only 1/2 teaspoon of the garlic.
Oh, and Tony says they have clover in their backyard, nitrate fixative too.
Yes,
You
it
don't
is.
have to use chemicals or fertilizer. Mid-jewel dates. Yes, you're right. That is what I was thinking.
Yes, there we go.
Thank you for reading my mind.
Tony have dogs.
Tony no longer has dogs.
I just wonder if she knew about the poop.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think like I just want like that we used to have. You used to be able to buy these things called steppables, and so it was like creeping thyme and other things like that that were hardy. If you stepped on them, you're not going to kill them, right? And so there's this, we live in the West in Nevada, and we have to be drought aware and watering the lawn. I mean, if I could get away with it, I would replace the lawn up front too.
We can. We just have to put the thing in and jump through their hoops.
Oh, I've just been sent a recipe. Thanks, Stevie. Okay.
Oh, good.
So now I'm just going to, I I've got my olive oil spray. Oh, any open flames? And then I'm just gonna pour it in. And then we've got about 20 minutes or so, and we'll go over some other stuff. Don't worry, we're gonna make the cocktail right now, and then we'll go talk about the other stuff. Really not. I'm actually looking forward to
So
this.
I don't know. Here's what I did. I gave you a slightly larger pan
Okay.
because I thought if one of the issues is mush,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
then more surface area means more steaming off of what could make it mushy.
This is a team effort here at Side Dish headquarters, aka in Binbokun Studios, and
It may not take as long to heat up either.
Yeah.
well, think about it. Everything here is cooked.
Right.
We are literally just making sure that the cheese melts and then it gets nice and delicious all the way through. So
Yeah, I love that pan too. It might not be mine. Is it mine?
It's not mine. I'm not sure if it's yours.
if you own this pan, too bad. It's now mine. Finders keepers, losers
And if
weepers.
you would like it back, there is a
Yep.
small fee.
Yep, I've been keeping it housed for all this time, for however long it is. All right.
I mean, it looks like something I would buy, but I was like, I don't recognize
I don't
this.
remember.
Okay. So take the rest of your cheese here. Get it mixed together.
Yeah, totally. It is a holiday. Whoever takes it home pan.
It's true. Actually, I like it though. It's a good size for something like this.
Yeah.
You know. And then go wild. Make sure you get it nice and everything covered here.
You did such a good job remembering to only use half the cheese. I'm
Thanks.
proud of you.
Yeah, well, you know.
I didn't even have to remind you.
I am able to learn. I am.
I would have just said, buy more cheese.
Great, some more cheese.
So, again, I think if this tastes good, you could add this to your
It
Thanksgiving.
looks really good.
You know, especially to help yourself shave off a few calories in terms of like what
Yeah.
you're gonna have for your Thanksgiving. So, ooh, this is nice. This is a Chantel.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either. Oven light. Kitchen timer. 25. We'll call it 25. Okay, let's make a cocktail. I'm really excited about this. We might have made a prototype earlier today and decided it needed cream to really balance it out. And so we didn't get a chance to try it with cream yet. I bet it's going to be amazing. So, get yourself a cocktail shaker like this one. You know, standard fare for us. And I've got the off kilter.
Aren't you going to put ice in first?
I saw a thing in which you don't do that. You put the liquor in, then you put the ice in, and then you shake. Because if you put the ice in, it melts too much. So when
Oh,
you add it to the liquid, it doesn't.
Piper, get out of there.
So this is because Buckeyes are peanut butter forward, and then they're covered in chocolate.
Right.
So we're taking 2 ounces of peanut butter liqueur, whatever your favorite one is. This one's from Verdi, so we like this one. Verdi is very close to us. Man, we're going to kill it today. Now this is fancy. We got this. It's amazing Grenadine chocolate cream liqueur. And we got it in Grenada, right?
Yep.
So I am very excited.
It smells amazing.
I was going to use creme de coco, but then I was like, why? Look at how good that is. It's like chocolate milk.
Yeah, we should chill our shaker glass,
Yeah.
but we never. This is,
This is 1 ounce of
this
vanilla
slap
vodka,
shot.
and then 1 ounce of heavy cream. Yep, that happened.
You just
Cream
sprayed it
everywhere.
all over you.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Good job.
Come on, dude.
Ew. Yeah, vanilla vodka.
I think this is
Oh yeah.
nice.
I was just thinking vanilla vodka creamsicle. Yeah,
Mm,
sounds good. Vanilla vodka and orange soda.
That'd be an orange liqueur.
There
Not
you
one
go.
that tastes like citron.
Come on, come on.
Citron.
I had this perfect earlier. Perfect, got it. Here's to hoping I'm not wearing it.
Add it to Dr. Pepper, vanilla Dr. Pepper. Add it to root beer float.
Now,
Now I would like you to sprinkle a little cocoa powder on top of that. No?
ooh, you're gonna enjoy that. It looks like chocolate milk. I bet you it's gonna be delightful. Let me know.
I'll try not to gulp.
Shots, everyone.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Did that do better with the?
Actually, the peanut butter fell down again.
How's that possible? It's double what it was earlier. Oh, because of the cream, probably.
Mhm.
But that's all right.
I mean, it's delicious.
I don't think you want to put 3 ounces of this in there. You might end up on your ass. But
I'm getting my own.
Oh, okay.
Denise was very, very fascinated by this. So
What were we just talking
Or
about?
maybe half if it's the peanut butter's not very forward, maybe half the chocolate
that could be. I mean,
and
it is.
half the vanilla.
Not half the vanilla, but maybe.
The
I mean,
cream is-
it's very good.
the cream is a good binder, though.
For sure.
Now, can you taste? Does the peanut butter come through at all?
Not much.
Okay, well, that's disappointing. But we'll have to figure it. You know what? It's prototype. I didn't listen again. I didn't look it up. So if there's a cocktail like this, whatever. I didn't put any more ice in here. So I'm a rookie at this. You think after 122 episodes, I know what I'm doing?
Not all those have cocktails in them.
That's true. The first 50 didn't. So. I mean, you could also throw a little peanut butter floater in there.
That might be weird.
Gross.
No, I mean, you could put a little peanut butter liqueur.
Oh. You
I
could
mean-
dribble peanut butter in the inside of the glass, like peanut butter sauce, you know?
Yeah, that would be pretty good. What do you think, Denise?
Good. Reminds me of the Boston cream pie one in.
Oh,
Boston.
yeah. We made that, right? When we got back?
I
We didn't?
think so.
What the hell?
Oh,
Yeah, this is a Denise drinks lots and hits the floor.
Right? This is you have a few and then you stand up and go, why can't I feel my legs?
So if anybody would like to come over and have, you know, a
What's
Buckeye
happening to me?
cocktail,
Is my face still attached?
I don't know. I just kind of like was looking through and I was like, wait. Denise had mentioned that she wanted to have a shot of the peanut butter look here the other day. You know, and so like I was like, okay, well, I'll put it in the fridge and get it ice cold. And so I did that, and then it sat. We didn't do it, and then I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna make it a cocktail. It's gonna be amazing.
So Andrea also thought you were talking about putting a dollop of peanut butter in the glass.
Whatever. I bet it would be delicious.
You can rum it with peanut butter.
That's what I said, like,
Oh
like
my god!
peanut
You
butter
know what
sauce.
you could do though?
Uh-oh.
You could do a peanut, like a diluted
Peanut butter powder rim.
Does that actually taste like peanut butter?
I think so.
Stick your finger in it.
Man, it smells like peanuts. Yeah, it does. You want a little sprinkle on in it?
Davey says take that away from him. Yeah, I think it's not a good idea.
I think I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna try it myself, and then I'm gonna put some in it and see how it goes.
Are you going to rim your glass in it? That's what you said for us.
Are you just gonna put some powder in?
I'm gonna just put some powder on top.
I mean, you need to do it for sciences, she says. Honey, you could just put no, stop. Get a moist paper towel and just stick your glass down on it and then stick your glass in the peanut butter powder.
Okay. I like this. I like what we're doing here, folks. I like that we're working together because we're in the name of science. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Let me get a little bowl here.
No, can't you just stick your glass right into that container, or is it too big?
I don't know. I just thought it might be too big.
I'm just trying to have you do less dishes.
Whatever. Nobody cares about that.
I cares about that. Ah, shoot.
I have a good estimation of size.
Eh. What did you just walk on?
It's something. Oh, that's way more than I need. But
Why do you own peanut butter powder?
I don't know.
because I was using it in overnight oats instead of regular peanut butter.
That's a good idea. Way easier to stir.
This is enough, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
I don't think I should put any of this on top. Oh, okay.
If you do the trick where you thin down the peanut butter and get a bottle of chocolate
Yeah.
and peanut butter, do a swirl on the bottom.
That is quite delightful. Oh man, that's good. All right, let's talk about canning. I have a lot of equipment to can because we do all kinds of canning.
I want to try yours to make the peanut butter powder test.
Okay. This is just a trick, everybody, to drink mine and hers.
Mhm.
So just keep that in mind.
I mean,
I don't want that.
it's not terrible.
Okay.
But I don't want it on mine. I wouldn't want it on mine.
Okay.
I don't like rimmed things.
Yep, I just did that, buddy.
What did you just did? You sprinkled some on top?
You know what you could do is add the powder to the shaker with it and mix it all up, and then it would give a.
Will it make it sludgy?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll try later.
So the first few things that I have. Okay, so I have the basic equipment that I have for this is I have a big pot. This is an aluminum pot. That's I don't know how big it is. It's big, but I don't know what's in there. I think it's just like crusties from whatever. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And then I have this, which I put on the bottom for the jars to sit on.
But if you don't have that, you just put a coil of
Yeah.
aluminum foil.
Yes. But I got a kit. I bought a kit on Amazon for basic stuff. And so this was fun. This I bought in our local restaurant supply co, Resco. And it was
Doug's favorite home away from
$18
home.
or something like that. Might have been 30. All right. So next,
Close the cabinets, please.
listen. I did it to make DV go crazy. Get yourself a number of jars. This is a pint jar. This is a ball. If you get Knorr jars, here's a secret. Knorr jars are just made by Ball Mouth.
Oh,
Yeah. So the other thing that I have is you can use different things, but
stop going over there.
I have to get the stuff I need. So don't worry about just leave. I'll come back to it. How about that? And then you need to get extra lids because you can't use the inner lids over again.
Denise, can you put the dogs outside because they are about to lose their minds?
Why? Because Carmen's coming?
Yes.
Oh.
It's going to be barking madhouse.
These are vintage. They're earth grown. These are they're jar holders, so that when you have boiling water, you can just lower them nicely.
Is that
in.
mom's?
It was. I have one of myself, but so then the other thing you want is you're going to be sanitizing your jars and your lids, and so you don't need this, but I have it because it came in the kit. But it just slides right into place, and you can put it in your boiling water. But when you're done,
Don't touch them with your
Imagine it.
fingers.
so you just take this, do it on the right side actually, but take it out. It goes on the jar, and then you know. Did you guys know that you're not supposed to like super tighten these when you actually do them? Like you're just supposed to,
Finger tight.
which is that the cat thinks they're human.
She's sitting on a bar stool.
You don't
next to us.
necessarily need this, but if you're going to be processing a lot of like tomatoes or other things, this is a food mill, and it'll make your life a lot easier. It has two different settings. It has a thin setting and a thick setting, but I have them both in here because I forgot. And but you just set it on a bowl, and it
Away you
will
go.
take the skins off. Now you can also boil boil the tomatoes, put them in ice water, and then the skins will come right off.
Yeah, but then that pile of skins looks so gross
Yeah.
and creepy.
So if you don't have one of these mabobbers, you can get one of these, which goes in your thing and it lowers down, and then
All the jars are
all the
sitting in
jars
it.
sit in, and it goes like this. And then when you're ready, you pick it up and you go. Carmen's home. And so then you can do 7 jars in here. Yep, going crazy. And then the other thing too is I've got this. This is sort of a piecemeal, but you can use this as a food mill as well. And this goes in here. You move it around, and it moves through. And these are very, very helpful in terms of you don't need to have that food mill. I have it because I'm a crazy person. These are things I've gotten forever. When you're processing your jars, you're going to need something like these are stainless steel, and these are really good. So if you're doing stuff where you're going to be shoveling like fruit or tomatoes or whatever, or into a jar, this wide mouth is the way to go. It fits right on the jar perfectly, and it gives you an estimation of where that. If you're doing liquids of some sort, you can use this into bottles. This has come in handy on a few different occasions. And then if you're crazy, you can buy one of these, which is a pressure canner. Now, you're saying to yourself, do you want a bomb in your house, Doug? No. But what I want is a pressure canner because I make my own stock. I make my own, it's called a master stock from Bon Appetit. You should look it up. It's delicious. But it's when you're doing anything with meat or that you need to get above 212 degrees, AKA boiling, you need to have that under pressure for that to happen. And so the pressure canner, you can use that as a pressure cooker too. I mean, let's be honest, that's what it is. But it's very fancy. And so if you don't know how a pressure cooker or canner works, it has a nozzle that when it hits up to boiling, it will go out that nozzle. And I don't know where my weight is, but there's a weight. Found it. It always gets to the back of the so you get a weight like this. You have 5, you have 10, and you have 15. And I don't understand how it works. I think it's the size of the hole. It is. But it's of how much pressure can build up. So this is 15 pounds. So if you have 15 pounds on there, it takes 15 pounds of pressure to build up before this goes very, very loudly. But it can't get above 15 pounds of pressure. That becomes dangerous when you don't have it on right, or the nozzle is fixed, or it has something stuck in it. So I use that. I mainly use that for pressure canning stock, and I've had stock that I've made for a couple of years, and it's great. Nothing is better than homemade stock. You're going to be coming up on Thanksgiving. You're going to use a lot of it anyway, so you should just get it.
Okay, so that I think Tony is saying, because I didn't see her message in time, that cone-shaped thing
Yes.
is called a chinois,
Chinois. Yes.
also known to the old timers as a china cap. And then she says, so racist.
Yeah, not great. I really
But now you
enjoy
know.
the process of like canning. We had a canning party. People brought their own fruits, and that was the day that our neighbor in our old house just happened to show up with a bag full of peaches. But if you're going to be canning fruits and vegetables, you got to get yourself pectin. Now, some fruits have more pectin than others, and it causes it to thicken and that kind of stuff. So there's liquid pectin or there's dry. And so you want to make sure, look at what your recipe says, and you want to make sure that you're using, whatever. I'm looking at the back of this and it's like, Sure Gel, from the makers of Sure Gel, Certo. This is MCP. The master company of both of these is Kraft Foods. Why not just brand it under Kraft and be done with it? Why all the subterfuge?
Do you know how much stuff Nabisco makes? It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Something the pandemic did was get that stuff on all the shelves.
On Reddit.
We struggled finding jars.
Yeah. So I'm on the canning and jarring subreddit, and it was like they'd have like at this store or Amazon has this or whatever, and it would go like that. So like I'm really looking forward because again I'm going to make my own stock. I'm going to can it. It will be up. I probably will do that in the next month so that we have it leading into Thanksgiving, and then I'll probably make another batch after Thanksgiving because I'll have the carcass of the turkey and other stuff, and it will be good. Piper, why are you in my kitchen?
Honey, this screen has gone dead.
That's not right. Hold on.
This is fine, but that's not fine.
Did it kick over? Hold on. We are having technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
I fixed it. Don't worry, everybody.
Okay, good job. Hurry up.
Okay. So that's the case. And if you can, like, if you're like me, you hold on to every jar or people bring you jars. I remember, what was that?
Yeah, we have a ton of jars now, but
people forever would bring us jars of just like all different sizes.
Maybe shirt on backwards.
We also have bottles because of kombucha, make kombucha. And so like we have different like kombucha bottles. We have pop top bottles. All of these things you kind of need.
You better check that casserole.
If you're a crazy person. I think it's bubbling, everything. I think we can take it out.
It looks brown and crispy around the edge.
Yeah. So let's take a look. Get your hot things out.
No.
What's happening?
You're supposed to pick up Carmen's insulin today?
God damn it.
Carmen has no insulin for dinner.
Well, they don't close until 9.
They close until 6 today.
It's Saturday.
When I called
Okay.
them.
Okay,
Keep going.
that was my bad. Sorry.
It's okay.
We'll figure it out.
I can have salad.
There's low carbs in this. There's only 7 grams of carbs in this. And yeah, so that is.
And they close at 10.
They close at 10. Yes. Okay.
Ooh, blackberry jam. Is it blackberry jam from your blackberry bush, Tony?
Okay, so that's another thing I
Ooh,
want to
yum.
do. Raspberries and blackberries in the backyard too. Does anybody know where to get boysenberries? That's what I really need to
Oh,
find.
that would be good. You can make me lots of pie.
Well, not only that, but I want to make boysenberry syrup because they don't make the place that we talked about.
Knott's Berry Farm doesn't make it anymore.
Yeah, when we made pancakes, we talked about that. So want to make sure. Did I get plates? No,
I just gave you spoons.
that's fine. I'm gonna get a plate. I'll eat it out of the jar.
The jar?
Yep. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
Is it mushy?
No, I mean,
it doesn't have moisture.
Not at the
Oh,
bottom.
good,
No.
good.
Doesn't look, it looks just as.
oh god, it smells really good. It smells like mashed potatoes. To be honest with you. What time does the pharmacy?
Oh,
close?
it does smell delicious. I don't
want
know.
to check that.
Oh, you're not talking to me.
I am not. I thought it was 8, but I don't want to make
They
that.
close at 6:30.
Ooh, that's good. It's got good bite, so I like that texture. Yeah, it's got good tooth. It's very flavorful. It's disguised, so you can't really taste the
That's
cauliflower-
good.
the cauliflower itself. But all in all, this is a winner. I like it very, very much. You could, again, I think you could have this with Thanksgiving. It would be delightful.
Mm-hmm.
So, going in the rotating room. All right, on that note, we did another one. I was going to, remember I said I was going to do turkey fillet, but then I read the recipe and it takes like 2 days to make. So when we do for the weekend of the 15th, we will not be live. I will be at golf camp. And so we'll have a pre-recorded for you. And might do it on that one. I also looked at baklava, and it was also like a 2-day process. And you had to have phyllo dough. And I'm not making phyllo dough. I love you all very much, but I'm not making phyllo dough. I don't have the equipment. I don't have it. Anyways, I love you. Thank you for showing up today, as always. We are we're here next weekend, and then we'll do it again. But just remember that we love you, and that it's good to be kind and to be loyal and do something nice for somebody next week. And we'll see you here next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's